It is. It's a good deal.
Live action.
It's going to let us go. Thank goodness, guys. We thanking some sponsors, getting this thing started. Last night it had me a little difficult. I wanted to be a little hesitant. I got some pictures I got to share from Premier Outdoor Living. Colby sent me. There's some nice pictures too. We'll share in a little while. They're doing some good work. That's it, man. Good deal. We had to thank our sponsors. Jessica just got in there. I guess you're feeling better, Jeff. We missed Jessica last week, so she's feeling better now. So
she feels much, much better.
Yeah. There's all kinds of crud going on. Some COVID going on. I know that's going on a little bit too. So hope summer colds and stuff. So got your outlaw hat on.
I do.
I like that shirt John's got on. I don't know if I ever seen a black one, have I? I can't remember.
We've worn them several
times. Have you?
We get actually tonight we're gonna give away something from Outlaw.
Oh, well there you go, boys.
Yeah.
Ashley asked me earlier. She goes, "Are y'all giving away something tonight?" I said, "I think sure."
I've got Ashley's shirt that and so yeah, we're going to give away something tonight. It's going to be a cup, actually. I'll go get it here in just a second. And,
yeah.
Are we live?
Yo, Shane, we are live. Jessica's having trouble seeing it.
Okay, you're live. You should be. There's 11 people on here, so
good deal.
Like I said, I went on there to make sure. Last night I had some trouble. It was weird. So last night when I done the black bell hunting and fishing report, it acted funny. So but there's 10 people on here. I hope we are. There should be more than that on here though.
That's what I'm saying. I think you might just be live on YouTube. See if anybody's live on Facebook.
It may not be. I may need to edit this thing. I guess it is. It is just on. You're exactly right. It's just on YouTube. I just see it. Let me see if I can edit it real quick, John.
All right.
It won't take but a second. Right.
I'll go get this giveaway item right quick.
Go ahead. Let me see if I can edit it. I've never had to do this, so we'll see. Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to do it now. There it goes. Hey, look at there, Jess. I'm glad you caught that, Jess. Sorry, guys.
Don't miss it. I'm not on here.
We've been on for a few minutes, and I didn't have Facebook added for some reason. I thought I did this morning. But appreciate it, Chuck. Thank y'all. Like I said, I did. For some reason, it did not click on it. So Ashley just texted me, too. So sorry, guys. I looked, and there was like 12 or 15 people on here, John. I was like, something's going on. So anyway, we're live now. We're on there.
So, some other people are seeing it on Facebook. So Jessica's trying to get it to come up, and it's not coming up.
Let me see something here.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
It's saying it is, but I don't know. I may have to. For some reason, it added it to it, but it should be.
It's showing you live, but you aren't, bud.
Yeah, I'm on. Like I said, I'm on. Hold on, I've never had to do this before. I just had to go live separately right here on it. So let's make sure it's going. Technical difficulties. It should. There it goes. Now we're good. Now we're up, guys. We should be up on Facebook too now. I hope. Y'all let me know.
I don't see
it.
No, it says the live video should start soon.
I wonder why it's both. It's checked, so I don't.
Oh, we're on. Well, we were.
All right, bud.
Oh.
Is that it?
There it is.
Thank you, Jesus. I had to do it 3 times. I don't know why. For some reason, thank you, Chad. Ashley, thank y'all. Jessica called it, guys. I'd have been still rambling on because I was sitting here. I tied to Facebook and YouTube, of course, and for some reason it didn't. I selected it, but it didn't add it to it. So anyway,
Oh, well, it seemed like it was the first time again.
yeah, I was like, oh no, because I mean, we're blessed, but I looked and it was only 15 people. I was like, something's going on here, you know. Thank y'all for holding up and being patient with us, guys. So Jessica looks down and says, hey, you're not on Facebook. I'm like, huh? And I didn't see the check mark up here. So thank goodness. So I guess you're going to talk about the giveaway again, John. So
Yeah, we had a little break in service. Well, we actually didn't have any service to start off, but we had a little bit.
Little hiccup.
Yeah, a little hiccup. We're gonna do a giveaway tonight for anybody that's new on here. When Jessica says we're going to have the giveaway, she'll pick a number of the person that it's going to be. All you got to do is type in the comment line, www.fishoutlaw.com. And tonight we're going to give away one of these cups. It's got the Crappie poles on it. I'll get this mailed out to you. It's a really nice cup. Jessica's got one of them. She enjoys it. She's actually had it on the show before. Yeah. So, anyway, this is, he only gave me 2 of these. So, Jessica got one. And,
that's nice. So,
and a lucky listener will get one. So, we'll be excited to send that out to you. Compliments of Outlaw Crappie Poles. I've been getting a lot of questions about, where to buy you an Outlaw Crappie pole. There's several vendors in the state of Alabama, Mississippi, and other places now. But you also can go to www.fishoutlaw.com or stop by Andalusia Marine here in where we live.
Daryl said I about punched my hole in my screen. He didn't know, guys. That's the first. I can admit that's the first time I've done that where I didn't see all my checks. So we wasn't on Facebook. We was on YouTube. So, geez, man, I appreciate y'all being patient. But hey, I'm not the most.
We're gonna have to fire our IT support.
No kidding, man. I'm fixing to be out. So, Scott said it'd be great for Jessica's Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, dude, that's funny.
Scott,
TJ Tucker.
Hey, Scott, she's gonna be seeing you here in a couple of weeks at the Diffie Outdoors Kids Tournament.
That's right. It's coming up. When is it done? August 10th.
We'll talk about it a little bit later on in the show. Let's wait to get some more people on. I got some exciting news about it.
Man. We're rolling now, man. Like I said, I looked up and there was 15 people on here, and we was a few minutes in. I was like, man, usually 30, 40, 50 people tuned in by now, and I wouldn't check. I had my phone on airplane. Ashley was texting me, saying, you're not on Facebook, but I had it on airplane mode. So Shallow said, we stink. Listen at him. Michael Hiller's tuned in, man. We appreciate everybody getting on here. Tim said, y'all get all the good stuff from Outlaw Crappie. Oh, man.
I don't know if Jessica's been on here since we got the new boat.
I don't think she has.
I don't know.
Oh, man, I love it.
Yeah, I know she was kind of.
I was a little like,
Yeah, you was had a little. I mean, I don't know what you call it, but then I know if you've been on it, and John made a comment. He got on another guy's boat after being on that one. He's like, he was already spoiled, So
yeah,
those things stick to the water like glue, man.
And I got kind of an announcement about the new boat.
Oh yeah.
So Jessica and I have been affiliated / pro staff, whatever you want to call it, with Andalusia Marine, who is a Yamaha dealer, for several years. And the boat we bought had a Mercury on it, and which love that motor. It is the meanest sounding thing, or that 250 Mercury Pro XS. When you crank it up,
Oh yeah, they sound nasty.
oh, they sound nasty. I love it. But we worked just felt bad. Andalusia Marine's right here at our home. They're Yamaha.
That's right.
So we're gonna sell that Mercury and throw a new Yamaha on that boat. And they've been so good to us. I mean, it really felt bad not having a Yamaha on the boat. And so we're gonna sell the Mercury that's on there. It's got 118 hours on it. So if you
yeah, somebody snatched that up, buddy.
yeah, somebody's want to repower a boat still under the Mercury Gold warranty plan. We're gonna sell that 250 Mercury and put us a Yamaha on that Ranger, and we're excited about it. Man, it's something about the service department here at Andalusia.
Yeah, you had a boat from there, and you went to a glass boat, of course, and you kind of.
I've bought personally 3 boats from Andalusia Marine.
Right.
I just know how good they've been.
Oh yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, and I couldn't hardly look the owner in the eye when I had that Mercury and brought it in the shop. It's like he's like, boy, it's like he got his teeth.
Yeah,
and
like,
so
yeah, I know. But, hey, that nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, people's been loyal to you. You gotta,
Yeah, I got the boat I want, and now we're just gonna start doing everything to tweak it like we want to, and we've really enjoyed it so far.
Oh yeah, I know you're getting a few things. It takes a little while to get all that. Look at here who's on here, on Mr. Facebook himself, Neil Ford.
Oh yeah, I feel honored to be one of Mr.
Yeah, he's
33 friends on Facebook. I looked at it earlier.
He's knocking it down. Hey, I'm glad now he doesn't have to lean over and ask Ashley, what's on there, So I told him, you want to keep up with the fishing world, this is the way to do it. So
what was the post you just had up?
Oh, that was Ashley's daddy.
No, before that about the.
Oh, Blake said he bought a 5-foot outlaw pole at Bay Springs Marina on Weiss Lake.
Oh, good.
Yeah, old Blake.
Y'all love it.
Yes. Man, we have a lot of people, hitting us up about buying them, and everybody wants to know about the 5-footer because that's what we use. And
right.
That's just our personal choice. They've got about every length range you can imagine, from 5 foot to actually to 15.6. We just like the 5-footer.
Oh yeah, man, they make some good rods. I mean, I think Derek and Scott's throwing a 7.2 or 7. They throw it a lot. I think that's what they're throwing.
They've been beating on them with that 14 too.
Oh yeah, they liking that.
Derek got a new boat. Shane.
Oh yeah, Derek. Yeah, he was supposed to sell his. I hadn't seen it.
Now I think he still got his boat for sale. He got a new boat.
Good for him.
It's sharp too. He sent me a picture of it. It's a good looking.
They're good folks, man. I like both of them. What's
Derek,
up for the front deck, John? The seats. What Patrick wants to know out of Panama City there.
Okay, Patrick. What are you using? Okay, so in the front of that boat, there was still a center pedestal. So I had to buy it came with the one where you could stand and fish. So they make a shorter pedestal or a shorter seat.
Uh-oh, I lost him. I don't know what happened to John and him. He was explaining to him about the seat pole on his Ranger. We'll wait for him to get back, guys. I don't know what happened to him. They'll come back, guys. We'll let him finish explaining it. We're having all kinds of stuff going on tonight. So somebody probably tried to call him, but he'll be back. Hey, the crazy thing about this live stuff, this is not scripted. If you got any technical difficulties and stuff like me earlier, didn't have Facebook checked off. But I think that's what he's setting up, Patrick. He's got the little short fat post. Here he comes back. We'll get him Spain to it. There you are.
All right. So
I covered for you. Go ahead.
So it had the plate in the floor, in the center of the floor for somebody who wanted to stand up and fish with that longer pole. So I had to buy a shorter Ranger. You know, Ranger's got all that stuff specific for Ranger. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get
It's got a bigger post, a bigger grommet or whatever in it. Yeah.
But which was great because the Millennium Sidekick takes a bigger pole for the two seat bars that come out on each side. So we just took our Millennium Sidekick from our other boat and put it in this boat. The issue with that is I wanted to have a plate in the floor just for my side, and the way those rod holders go up under that deck in that Ranger, I took all the screws out. I couldn't pry the rod tubes out of it, so we went ahead and stuck with the Millennium Sidekick for now. It's probably gonna get ugly eventually because I want to through bolt that plate on that, and it's probably gonna get ugly with a sawzall up under there one day.
Hey, I had Tommy work on my little Express. You know, I had a Matabo here at the house. He's like, "You want it there?" I said, "Yeah," but he went to work. But you know, you're so hesitant, John, doing that because it gets all weak. But when you put that plate in there, it stiffens everything back up. So
Yeah.
It's hard to beat that Sidekick. I mean, Lord, them things. Scott said a torch in a weld machine. It's fiberglass, Scott.
Yeah, it is. Those tubes go up through there, which the tubes in the center portion helped us up there to the nose of the boat because we put my black boxes in that center section of the front deck up there, and we were able to run some of the power cords and the transducer cords through one of those rod tubes. So if you've got a Ranger and you're trying to figure out a hack to run from the nose of the boat up through to that center section to put your black boxes, you can come through one of those rod tubes. I've actually got a picture of it if anybody wants to see it. I sent it. As a matter of fact, I sent it to Wesley Scarborough today.
Okay. Good. Michael here is asking how my new job is going. I'll tell you how well it's going, Michael. My boss called me this evening and asked me what I was doing tomorrow. I said, man, I have to look on my schedule. He goes, I think you're carrying me fishing tomorrow. I said, I guess I am carrying you fishing tomorrow. So me and the boss man's going to go fishing tomorrow and look at his boat. He's got it all set up. So that's what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. That's Tommy said that's how he done his Ranger. He went through the rod tubes. Same way you did, John.
Patrick Garner.
Patrick, Jessica and I tried to use the umbrella, the Millennium umbrella.
No.
We
can't.
We can't do
You
it.
can't cast under it. It's just a middle block.
Yes, we shoot a jig fine up under it, but something about setting the hook. We beat the hell out of the umbrella, the rods.
I had to put mine on that longer arm where I could swing it around. I had to do that because if it jams you up right here, like you said, it's too much. So I got the arm where I can move it over here to the right. It works pretty well. I had to show it to you, John. It works.
I saw a picture Eric Cagle put out today where he had a regular umbrella base in the boat and like one of those heavy ones.
Yes.
Like you put on your deck or whatever. And I saw.
You pop it back or prop it?
No, it's just one of those heavy ones.
I know it. Where was the umbrella?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, you know they make a welding umbrella, John. It's 60-mile-an-hour windproof.
Yeah.
They're expensive. They're like $220, but they make an 8-foot.
What it? Pipeliner's Cloud or something like that, or Welder's Cloud or something.
Yeah, that's it. It's you can as much people as that fabs around there, you could probably make you something. So,
it doesn't bother me.
Can you put up Ashley's post, please?
Ashley's she's reaching in the cooler to get some food, so don't let her fool y'all. She's getting she's trying to get some sausage out of there and mustard. She gets on this snack attack while we're out there. It's funny. She's a one-track mind. She's going straight to it. So.
She got caught in one of your casts.
Yeah, she don't even know how many fish me and her dad's caught. She's worried about the snacks. So she'll be reading a book, whatever. So, but it does. You have to watch that thing. And the only bad thing about umbrellas, they do catch the wind a lot, and you don't want it up if it does blow pretty good. Because I blew several up. I blew one up at Seminole last year.
Man, this morning it was so pleasant out on the water. for the longest time, the temperature stayed down. There was a little light breeze. It was like it was very comfortable fishing.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's the good thing about it. It's nice until the evenings. Bill Lawley must have got his new boat. He had to order a pedestal for his biggest sale he got. I'm glad he got settled up.
Congratulations, Bill, on a new boat. I know you're excited.
Oh yeah.
What tournament's going on right now? What's the head-to-head bracket?
Oh, they got the.
Yeah, on Lake Erland right now, they've got the showdown bracket.
Yeah.
I don't know how that turned out today, but
he's Scott said Aaron Knight and Mr. Les both won their brackets, which is good. So
good.
That's good. That I looked at it, but it was so small, John, on my phone, I couldn't zoom in. I was like, man, I'm not.
I guess when he says Les, he's talking about Les Stansteifer.
That's right.
They were matched up against Amos and John Livingston. So I guess I got mixed emotions on that. I wanted Amos to do well, but they'll get to keep fishing. I really am dumbfounded at times on how that tournament goes. It's confusing as crap. Like you're actually so they'll have the teams. You'll draw, who you're fishing against the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Bracketed. You're only competing against that person or that other team.
So it's just head-to-head stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's head-to-head the first day, maybe the second day, and then the third day, maybe everybody moves on that survived their brackets, and then I think the ones that didn't fish against each other in a separate.
Yeah, there's a loser in a winner bracket, just like softball or baseball or something. I got you. Yeah, it's let's see, man. Let's catch up.
Chuck Beam's question.
Where'd Chuck go? There you go.
Man, I was down fishing.
What are the crappie doing? That's what I was fixing to get into, Chuck. What are the crappie doing? I haven't been in a couple weeks. I got some of your pictures, John, from your page and some that I've shared. Talking about this right here.
Yes.
You can tell everybody what that is. Let's get into the crappie fishing here.
So everybody talks about how the white crappie will sit right on the bottom, and then they'll come up during the day and feed. So this is a good example. Look, you see one fish here that's it's kind of hugging the bottom, and it hasn't come up with the other fish. Well, there's a little bit of separation, so you can tell some fish is right off the bottom. But so those white crappie, they'll hug down to the bottom to the point some people say they see mud on their belly and all that, and then they'll come up. And when you see them come up and get right off the bottom, maybe 2 or 3 feet off the bottom in the water column, those fish are normally ready to feed. And you can bring a jig across them and typically have good results. But, you hear people all the time talk about why do you want to increase the voltage to your black box? Some people say that it's to help you enhance that bottom and see those fish that are snugged up to the bottom, the lake bottom or river bottom. But right here is a great picture of some fish that are ready to get down, and they did. I caught them.
Yeah, there's and I took this picture down also off your page.
Yep. I fished in deeper water this week, but those shallow water fish, I don't know what it is this time of year in this hot weather. They seem to be feeding better. Where you can't hardly get one that's in a little bit deeper water to come up and acknowledge a bait. Those fish there, you'll get several noses turned up and have good results.
Oh yeah, so you said you was throwing a 30-second there, right?
I took this picture. I was away from the fish, but I would ease in there, and I can get that 30-second. I can shoot it out there at about 35 feet.
Float it through
and just kind of try to float it and just make them come up there and annihilate it if they will. That's
right. Yeah, I took this picture at Miller's Ferry. This is I don't know how that log done that, John. That log, you see how that drop off is? That log stuck perfect.
That's just like that's just like where you want to set a brush pile right there where it starts falling off. Those
fish have been sitting there since June, and I caught 15 or 16 out. The first time I fished, I caught 20-something. I try to walk it across the top of that tree first, and then I'll go under it. Of course, you can see the limbs solid right there at a 45-degree angle, and if you didn't come under there right, you're going to get hung. And then I'd I'd take my long rod and go up to them. I was showing them. John does this all the time. I don't do it a lot, but I was showing the little rig we were using in Florida too. I showed it to some guys last night, but if I can show y'all, it's a little bitty. It's a get out of the way. These long rods right. It's a 1/4 ounce weight with that little old limits tackle jig below it. Little 30-second jig, and man, I'll tell you, it's so funny to watch them fish ease up to it, and if you move it, they'll just whoop gone. I mean, they're not real aggressive, the ones that's not real hot, but man, it was I caught several of them like that. Lost a big fish because I didn't realize. I told John I didn't realize it was as big as it was. When I set the hook, it kind of comes straight up, but I was throwing that, and of course the little limits tackle, the little peel head, John and them turned me on to with that number 6 hook. It's a little 1.5 bait. I mean, black and chartreuse, and I threw a monkey milk. John, are you still throwing? You're throwing a lot of 1.5 baits too, aren't you?
That's about what I throw year round, honestly.
It's gotten, it's they really, I don't know how to. I guess it's kind of like us. A snack comes along, you're really not hungry, but you are, and it just comes by and gets right in your face, and you're just, what are you gonna do? I mean, I know I'm gonna take it. You set a blow pop by sitting right here or something. I'm like, I don't really want no candy. Then I do. Then it's the same way with stinking fish.
For sure. I don't know. I have trouble getting away from something that works. If it, that little inch and a half bait,
Well, you turned me on to that number 6 hook, and I didn't show everybody, the trick you really showed me. I've done it with swim jigs, bass fishing, but you take that hook and bend it up a little bit of angle. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's not up much, guys, and that helps open that gap up. And those big whitefish, it will sting them in the roof of that mouth, and you might as well get ready to get the pliers out. So
I always say I'm gonna tune the hook right quick, and
that's it. You just grab it and rock it back a little bit, and
bend it up a little bit. So when you rub your finger across the eye of that hook back toward
it's hard to see. It's just barely bent up. Just barely got a little pitch to it. Let's see what all's going on here. What's Aaron talking about?
There's no Aaron right there. He's out there fishing that tournament.
He said, John, Jessica, send me that part that connects the power brakes to the power pole so they move together. I got you.
Okay.
He's talking about the sidekicks, man. I think, right?
But no, that remember Chad made that piece and sent me and JC.
Oh yeah, the roller guard. Yes.
Yeah. Aaron, Chad there at Power Brakes. I talked to him about it again the other day. He still is not like mass producing those yet. If you want to give him a holler and talk to him, I think he's going to start making those. Right now, the only 2 sets that I know that are out there, I've got a set and Jamison Carr does. But I assume, Aaron, that you're talking about the ones that roll up and down on the pole rather than them sitting on the pole. When we deploy them, they just lay against the pole and then they roll up and down with those rollers.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
That's what Aaron's talking about. Yeah.
I remember talking about it. He wasn't sure if he was going to come out with them or because John, it was one like he was unsure if he wanted to get rid of his and put sidekicks on it. So John was like, "Hey, I'm used to these, So
yep. So Chad sent me with Power Brakes, sent me a new set of Power Brake brakes for our new boat, and he's like, "You sure you don't want to just go with the the ones that go on the poles?" I said, "No, I'm totally happy with what I got."
That's right. Yeah.
And he wanted to get the ones we had and look at them and see how the wear and tear had been on them, so he could, say, "Hey, how can I make this better?" I know John's had them and used the crap out of them.
Yeah.
I took those off and I've got them for him. He's gonna, do a little discovery on them to see how the wear and tear has been on them.
They're pretty tough, man. I had to put a little grease on mine, to make them latch. But besides that, man, that reminds me, I need to play our sponsors towards the end of this thing because I got it on YouTube, but didn't get it on Facebook. So I need to do that. So I'm glad. Congrats to Aaron, man. I appreciate him tuning in, and hey, he won his bracket. So hey,
Aaron, that lake out there's, I've heard this playing kind of tough right now, but man, you can go out there in the like January, February frame and have a blast.
Yeah, I'm planning a good Lord willing. I'm going out the 1st of January. I'm making that loop that y'all talked about. I really want to plan a trip and do that. Load that truck down and throw my Wind Rider suit on and go for it. For sure. Let's see when I ain't missed any questions. We got to talking about fish and all that good stuff. I do want to share y'all. I was telling John about this. This Cast King is called Color Shield. They make some great line, but I'll show you how bright it is. It's color guard, so it doesn't fade. It stays that color. Like I've got some, like John was saying, it turns white after it stays on there a long time. But this is called Color Guard. I run that 8-pound test. I run some 6-pound. I've been running the Cast King line for a while.
What all weights have they got, Shane?
Man, I don't even know. They've got I bought this off Amazon. This is 8-pound. They make a 6.
Okay. Jessica and I, we're not affiliated with any braid company.
Me neither. And I know you throw their reels, but this lines, and I think I paid $18, $19 for 300 yards.
We use K9 braid, but
yeah, I do too. I've got it on several rods. I got that 5-pound braid, but you could get the 6. I'll send you the link to it. But hey, I'm all about if it stays that color, man, that bright color. I mean, you pay for it, and they came out with this, so maybe it's some new technology. I don't know.
I knew ours to stay the same color. I'm like, you got different line than I've got.
Yeah, because yeah. I mean, y'all see how bright that is. I mean, that's bright line. It's neon. They make orange. They make a pink. Jessica, they make a pink line. So, hey, I thought you might like it. I don't know.
I'm not a pink kind of girl.
I know. I'm aggravated. I know you're not.
I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's who knows, man.
When you go pick your battery up?
Well, next time I go to Florida, I'm swinging through there and picking that big 36-volt battery up. I sure am. Neil asked me earlier when I was talking to Ashley. So I'm gonna go through there and pick it up and get ready to make some waves. Scott said won't fade if you fish with Derek. He makes you change your string every week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness. He's going back to the bass fishing days where you're sitting there spooling up. Till everybody started using fluorocarbon, they slowed that down a little bit,
I'm gonna get on the boat one day with Scott and Derek, and I'm just gonna hit record and just laugh. I ain't got to see.
I bet they give each other hell. D said we need a TikTok page. I already got one. I guess we could do a CrappieKast TikTok page. Hey, I tell you, I bought some of that brake bomber off TikTok that clean. It's a bug remover and it's a wheel cleaner, and it works great. But then a buddy of mine says that the awesome stuff you buy at dollar store works just as good. So,
hey, D, he got your name right tonight.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's because I see her in the picture. The first time she commented, I was like, I was like, I think I said he or something. I put my foot in my mouth, and John and Jessica just died, man. I see Dee on TikTok all the time. I guess she's trying to grow her page because I scroll through and see her all the time. So hey, that's what makes the world go around now. If you can make it on there and make it work for sure. What was else I was going to share? I told Colby I was going to share this. Colby at Premier Outdoor Living, they just got through with a job. I want y'all to look at that right there. Them two boys are doing some great work.
Wow, that is sharp.
Is that not nice, man? Premier Outdoor Living, they're taking appointments, man. They're trying to stay busy all the way through the fall, but
that's pristine right there.
Ain't that something? I mean, I went out there and watched them, John. tapping on that stuff and taking sand and leveling. It was unbelievable. It was watch them do it. I told him I'd share that. I'll share it on the page later. But you know, if you got some honeydews you need to do, hey, I'd line them boys up and satisfy the ma'am and head on out and go fish for whatever you need to do, because they do some good stuff. Tim said I ordered another lithium yesterday. I can run all day. There you go. Lithium's the way to go if you can afford it. No doubt about it.
I didn't fish like full days, but I fished this week 3 days in a row on a charge, and still was in the 13s on my trolling batteries and my electronics battery. So
yeah, it's amazing. You know, the weight difference. You know, John got me hooked up on this 36 volt Dakota. I've got a few Ionics, and man, that's just crazy. You can get a battery. All your batteries won't weigh 70, 80 pounds compared to 300, 400, 500. You know, just
half the weight.
You know, it's crazy. You know.
Can we discuss the kids?
Oh, the kid. All right, so we got the kids tournament.
Yeah, we got plenty. There's 70 people on there. Go ahead, John.
So here in Alabama, South Alabama, on the Tensas area, that's like extreme South Alabama. They have a kids tournament every year. It's solely for the kids to come and enjoy the outdoors, and we want them to learn, you know, fishing instead of sitting in the AC on a video game. So last week we talked about it, and Mike Hills, he made a donation. In his donation, we were able to buy 9 rods for the tournament. Well, you know, that sounds like a lot, but last year at the kids tournament, there was 133 rod and reel combos given away at that tournament, and his donation bought 9 rod and reel combos. That is amazing. So if you're hearing this and you want to contribute to the Dippy Outdoors kids fishing tournament on August the 10th, you can let us know, let Shane know. We'll do whatever's necessary to get your contribution towards some rods for the kids or anything that's needed for that tournament. With us having 133 kids last year, the year before, I think it was in the 80s. So you can think about how it's expanding. I mean, I feel like we might be giving away 200 rods this year to get to a fishing a tournament, and it's all, you know, it's all from funds that are donated toward this event. Last year, Jessica and I, we donated a large amount to the tournament for this upcoming year.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to succeed every year. If you can come and possibly take a kid out on a boat fishing, make that your contribution. A lot of these kids have never been on a boat fishing. You know, they fish on the bank and still enjoy it and are excited about it. Anything you can do, come help in any way. Help people get signed up that morning. Help maybe give a T-shirt away from your business or anything you've got. Anything will be appreciated. And you see these smiles on these kids' faces, it makes it. I mean, you get a young kid that's standing out there in the heat, South Alabama heat, in August, and they still got a smile on their face. It's pretty amazing. So the tournament actually goes on. You can enter the tournament and fish and be competitive, or you can, as a kid, you can weigh in a big fish as a kid, or a trash fish, or any other kind of fish. It can be a gar or anything. That's a separate little part of the tournament, and it's just really a really cool event. I mean, they give away a brand new utility trailer. They have a man that donates a utility trailer every year for this tournament, and a kid will win it.
Yeah, you told me that.
That's amazing.
I Venmo you, John. Neil and Ashley sent $100, and when you said that reminded me to Venmo you. I've been forgetting.
Okay. Good.
They gave me $100 this past weekend. I was like, I'll just Venmo John, and it reminded me when you said that. So
Good deal. Anything helps.
Oh
And
yeah. You know,
it's just amazing. If you go and on Facebook and look up Dippy Outdoors, you can see the tournament from last year. And Dippy just doesn't. It's not just this for kids. Dippy takes kids hunting.
oh yeah. He goes out. I
He's
seen
got
where he's expecting what 200 kids maybe.
Yeah, he's got the biggest heart. He's a wonderful guy. And he's so passionate about the outdoors and getting kids in the outdoors.
So it's just amazing that we have this and every single kid gets a rod and reel. At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, Michael's
the whole
where the tournament's located. John, tell everybody where it's located.
It's at Hubbard's Landing on
That's right.
the Upper Tennessee. If you're not familiar with Alabama, you got the Delta area, which is right above the bay. That's the area to be. I mean, you can you can see some of any kind of fish there.
They're not very big fish, the crappie.
Yeah.
No, you catch a bunch of 9-inchers all day.
Jessica and I weighed in a little over 5 pounds last year and won the tournament.
Yes, monsters.
Yeah, it was tough, but
good food.
Good food. If you show up, you going. I mean, there's no cost. There's no admission fee, but keep in mind it's for kids and fishing. There'll be jambalaya, barbecue, snow cones for the kids. All the stuff is amazing. There we go. North of Stockton on Highway 59.
There it is. Yeah, I'm coming there. Last year I booked some trips. I'll be there with my boat, my bell's on, so I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be there. I promise you. So
Please, awesome.
Yeah, I like it. John and Jessica, they told me about it last year, and I was like, man, I had some trips lined up, and I didn't realize it. But isn't it August 9th? Isn't that what you said?
August 10th.
August 10th. Okay, we'll post about it.
From daylight till the weigh-in will be right there at noonish to 1, and then the food will be served, and I mean, it's amazing. I mean,
all the door prizes given away, and then all the kids' rods, and then
Tim Pentecost said he's coming. I'm bringing the red sled. He said, "Look,
come on, bud."
Yeah, I think hey, we need to make a show for that.
Yes.
I know John and Jessica went.
The lodging for it, the best bet if you want to come will be to stay in Bay Minette and drive over. There's not a whole lot right there on the water. You could go on Airbnb and find something.
Right.
The lodging there at Hubbard's, I can only imagine has already been soaked up. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Don't forget about that.
But you talking about fishing somewhere beautiful?
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures.
I mean, cypress trees. The three of us couldn't hardly put our arms around. It's amazing.
Good stuff. Let's see. Somebody asked me about the Navionics, John. I know we're jumping around, but
yeah,
I took a picture right there off my Navionics, and you can describe kind of everybody. This is the back of a slough. It's nowhere particular, but I just wanted to see everybody see the topographic lines and the holes and the knolls, and I wanted everybody to see it's just the back of a slough, and you can kind of explain, John. You've never seen that picture?
That's Lake Seminole.
It may be. I can't remember where I pulled it off of.
Yeah, that's one of the back ponds off of.
But look,
anyway, all right. So what Shane's showing here is so if anybody has ever seen the contour lines like on anything, that's the lines, and the numbers coincide with the depth. So that blue shaded area is your shallower area, and the white is the deeper area.
That's right. So those are holes in basically, right, John?
That's correct. That's correct. So, if I showed up in this little spot, I'd get right there on the edge of the blue and the white, and that's where I start looking at stuff.
Right up here in the kind of like 10, 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Right there where those lines are. So there's a little ledge that drops off in that hole because the lines are close together.
Right. And see where it makes that little circle in the white on both those areas. If you ever get a little tight circle like that, that's where people like to put out structure. So
exactly.
that's a little circle. go look at it. Everybody's like, oh, this is a perfect place for me to put out a brush pile. And a lot of times there it is. So,
John preaches all the time, and he's got me doing it also. You can sit on the couch and look at this stuff and zoom in. And y'all see I got a little marker on the right, just an example there. That little pin, that's just on a ledge. But you can sit here and find these spots. And what's crazy is a lot of times you'll hit the nail on the head, just right there, the head on the nail. I mean, just like that. You go to it and just to breaking down some water. Like I said, you can see also down here in the bottom at 6 o'clock how that's probably a little creek channel or something that runs next to the bank, because the way it's steep right there. But that's just some little stuff we need to do a whole show on it and just get a bunch of different pictures and share and then show what it looks like, on your depth finder and side scan and stuff. But I thought I'd just share that because I got a lot of people asking me, what am I looking at on Navionics? What is this? So I just thought I'd share it real quick. Nothing crazy.
Well, let's do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there it is.
All right. So we're gonna give away this cup right here.
Hold on, let me get this brand off here.
Yeah, we're gonna give away this cup right here. It's an Outlaw Crappie Pole cup. To win it, you need to type in the block down at the bottom where you can put comments and go to put www.fishoutlaw.com. And once again, that's www.fishoutlaw.com.
There we go. They're clocking away. So
Number 10 for August the 10th for the kids tournament.
there you go, number 10. I'm writing it down. I know we probably already got one. So
August 10th.
If you happen to be local, I'll get this to you. If not, we'll ship it out to you. It's a pretty cool cup. It's an insulated cup with the the Outlaw logo on the side of it. Like I said before, Jessica's got one, and we only got two, and somebody's gonna get this one. So
let me refresh this thing twice. I say this every show. We give away something. I'm the moderator, so when I see number 10, that's how they are in order. I know some people's comments are different than mine. They say, well, I was number 10. On this administrator page, it's different, guys. So I'm going to sit here and I refresh it twice, and then I go to counting on my fingers. So let me scroll down. Let's see. Number 10. I'm going to use my pen here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure I see all of them.
Kids tournament day is August the 10th.
8, 9. Look at one there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
It's got to
4,
be Ashley.
5, 6. No, 7, 8, 9. Jessica Hicks one right there. Look at that.
Hey, Jessica Hicks.
good deal.
She won. I had to count it a few times.
Jessica got you a cup.
Yep, I see what it is. Number 10. Congratulations, Jessica. That's a nice cup for sure.
It was almost in time for Kevin's birthday. Kevin Hicks just had a birthday.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think Ashley hit copy paste. She's trying to do.
Yeah,
Hey, she won $500 on a scratch off the other day.
Oh goodness, I don't think Jessica Hicks will ever let Kevin Hicks have this cup though.
No, she probably wouldn't. D asked when the kids tournament was. It's
August the 10th.
August the 10th.
Y'all should ride down and fish it.
Oh yeah, I think anybody that's available that represents crappie fishing in our big circle. Hey,
You need to be there.
need to be there. Yeah.
Jessica and I this year we're not going to fish in the tournament. We're going to just shuttle kids in and out, taking them fishing. We're excited about that.
Yeah. I could fit a lot of kids in my boat. If I don't do nothing but ride them around, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of life jackets, 6, 8 life jackets. And, hey, if I don't do nothing but run them, because I remember when I was a kid, buddy, I just wanted to be in the boat and feel that wind. It's just being out on the water. So we'll figure it out. Dee wants to know if she can weigh in the gargle. She can weigh in what do you call it, a warmouth, a rock bass.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
But I think you're a little bit out of the age group to
Hey,
wait.
she wants something to post on TikTok, man.
Oh yeah, multi species.
Hey,
But hey, like 2 years ago, Creek went with us, and he hooked into a mullet, and we got him top side of the surface, and he straightened the hook, and
man.
we didn't land him, or Creek could, the kid's part of the trash fish side, he could have weighed in that mullet.
So tell him about the fish he caught. It had like a hunk of it that had.
Oh yeah, Creek caught a fish he weighed in the tournament that had a hump missing out of his back, like a prop or something that hit it, or those alligator. They got alligator gar down there, the big ones, and something had taken a piece out of his back, and he was. That wasn't the heaviest fish, but he wanted to weigh that fish in, and
Oh yeah, I don't blame Creek. How's he doing? Is he an eat machine right now?
Oh, he is. Yes.
Good for him. I know you told me last time I seen him they were gonna get him eating a little bit, get him growing. So
yeah, we went through several months of going up there to Children's Hospital to get him on those growth hormone shots. And
that's right.
He was in the 0.36, less than a percentile of growth, but he's about to start growing, I think.
That's good, man. I know he's been eating a lot. I meant to ask you that.
Yeah, but we'll see if y'all can see this picture of this fish that Creek caught. It was missing that much of his body.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Man, this hour flies by.
It does.
If I could get it to fly by on a treadmill like that, I'd be, man. I can't do it. Yeah, that's true. I actually said Creek just needs to go with us because I actually have him eating everything back here in the back of the boat. All you hear is wrappers and hey.
It started this. He's been eating. He ate a whole pizza the other day by himself. So he never would have done.
That's good, man.
This has nothing to do with fishing, but next week, guys, y'all say a little prayer for me.
What's going on?
He's going to his first camp, and we can't talk for a whole week.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris going to church camp. He's leaving Monday. He's leaving Monday, and Jessica won't be able to talk to him to Friday. So
there you go. We got a fishing question. Oh, you'll be fine, Jess. Hey, that's a big step, though. Hey, what is your routine for keeping deep summer fish alive for weigh-in? I had 4 big ones die that cost me. Hey, I know how that is.
So we fished 2 years ago in the state championship. We had some fish that were really deep, like 30 feet deep. And we had pure oxygen on the boat, and we kept our live well cold. We were swapping out frozen water bottles in that live well every hour. And we had a oxygen bottle with a micro diffuser stone and with a pediatric regulator. And we put it on, I think it was a 16th. So it goes from like 30 seconds to 16th to 8. That's what the pediatric regulator, how it regulates the oxygen that you go into the stone. So we had the fish in a like a huge Yeti cooler, and we started out that morning with ice in it, and we put G juice in there, and we started out our cooler real cold. We had a thermometer on the front of it, and if that cooler started heating up any, Jessica would add another frozen water bottle to it, and we were putting oxygen in there like with the fish, and that's how we kept those fish alive.
And we double clipped them. Like we put 2 weights on them. And
belly weights. We put 2 belly weights on those fish. We actually had some of those fish that their stomach was coming out their gullet when we pulled them up so deep, and they lived and made it to weigh in with that strategy right there.
Yeah, I know. What do you try to keep the water 70s, John? Is that what you're doing?
Low 70s. Low 70s. Yeah.
I know you said that knocks their metabolism down and everything else.
It does. That's probably the toughest we've ever had on trying to keep fish alive. And but this contributing factors to keeping those fish alive was the oxygen, that big Yeti cooler, the frozen water bottles, and the belly weights, keeping them upright.
Yes, so I've seen Katz and Coleman go the same process you're talking about. They took a collapsible bucket, filled up the live well. You had a pump, and they put a bag of ice in it, juice, take the chlorine out, and then you went the weights and the oxygen, and that's the combination to keep them alive.
But you can get it too cold and put them in shock, and you can give them too much oxygen and burn their gills. So
true.
Be mindful of all that.
There's a lot of research. I know John was telling me how to set it, and then I've seen some people online talking about it. So
I've transported some. So I've caught fish in a lake before, and my buddy wanted to put them in his personal pond, that's legal. Private or private's legal. And I transported. I did a splitter off that oxygen and had it going in my live well and in that cooler, and kept those fish alive and put them in my buddy's pond. That pure oxygen makes. I mean, we've taken them to live well before, and they'd be jumping out of the weigh-in before, and they'd be jumping out of the basket.
Yeah, Benny's asking. Tell Benny about what the belly weights are, John.
All right. So,
matter of fact, I got one, John. Keep talking.
All right. Belly weight's a clip, and it's got a piece of lead on it. Typically 3/4 of an ounce to an ounce piece of lead. Maybe some of them are half ounce, and you clip on their fins on the bottom side, and what it does. That you don't ever want a fish to float on its side that you want to try to weigh in. You want it to sit up like it's normal for the fish.
I got 2 different sizes right here.
Right. It adjusts that air bladder to make that fish eventually sit up correctly.
And you can have it just like it right there.
How do you put them on, or where to put them off with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fins on. I'm terrible about the fins. The fins on the bottom of the fish. You clip it on there as close to the body where the thicker part of the fin is, and you clip it on there, and it holds that fish where his eyes are on top of his head. He's not floating sideways in the water column. And
I brought my bag in since I'm going fishing with my boss and not in my boat, so I had to bring my bag. And when you said that, I remember having some. I seen them on the outside. So,
y'all gonna go on his boat, Shane?
Yeah. He's got a boat at the farm. He's ready to go. So,
good
we're
deal.
gonna go some places you told us and hopefully find some fish. So that's right there in his backyard. So.
Don't put that pressure on me.
Yeah, hey, we don't catch nothing. John's fault. Nah,
yes.
John kind of steered me in a general direction. That's where we're gonna go. So, but the belly weights do work. But hey, if you let fish go, don't forget to take these off.
Yes, that is true.
I've actually threw a fish in. I felt bad. I thought, man, I didn't take because I want to stay alive for pictures and. Actually fell off in the live well. Thank God I didn't send him to the deep with a weight on the bottom of him. You know,
they'll shake them. I mean, like they shake them in the live well all the time, and some of those are better than others. So
yeah, this is the one. Who makes that? A fisherman makes these. I ordered them from.
Do like this, like.
I can't.
How do you explain it? Not like this. They kind of do like that. And
yeah.
Hook.
Yeah, they got a little clamp on them. I know which ones you're talking about.
Skipper Jigs makes some good ones.
That's right. There you go. Jason Clemens Fish said always try to keep the water about 10, 15 degrees cooler than the surface 10. Hey, that's Cliff. That's who makes them, Kevin. Thank you. I'm glad he said that. That's who makes this one. Right? Cliff Bangs makes these. That's exactly.
That's not the ones he makes, but he makes some real good ones.
Yeah, this is some of them. I've seen different kinds. But it's crazy, you know. Everybody's throwing a crappie on the live well, and they sitting there like this. You're like, "What are you doing?" You know, you're just like John says, they're always trying to die. So you put that on there, and it keeps them straight up and down. And I guess it burps them a little bit, John, when he's on the bottom. I guess it just,
I think it gets them where they can release that pressure, themselves and get their bladder, their swim bladder back right.
Right.
And, if you got a fish in that live well and he stays on that side long enough and it's hot,
he ain't gonna make it. Yeah, you're right.
Blue eyes, and he gonna cash out on you.
He'll turn white. I'm like John, man. I keep that big 75 quart cooler with ice in it, and they start looking a little green. I'm starting to throw them in there. John's usually off the water a lot faster than I am, though. So.
Oh, do it daylight and by like 9 o'clock.
Yeah. We went to Seminole and last year on the 31st of July, and John and Jess, they were gone, and me and Tommy, we was kind of like, all right, well, we'll just go out there. They were done at 10 o'clock. They was headed back that way, I'm ready to go back down there too. Somebody, Neil was asking me if they biting. They should be.
we're gonna I'm gonna pull a Kegel and I'm just gonna put me a big Yeti on the front deck instead of using the live well. Throw me a bunch of ice in there and just throw the fish in there on the ice because
that's what I do. That's what I
yeah.
The only bad thing about the boat is like a long way to the line.
Oh, that's a long ways. That's a long ways to that live well on that big old ramp.
Yeah, hell, you got a dance floor in the front of that thing. I mean,
I tell you, hey, I set this out for a reason. These Minute Maid jugs with this cap, these are the neatest thing to freeze right here.
yeah.
James Trott reminded me, I'll freeze this. You know it? What's Jessica done? Huh?
Yeah, not for Facebook Live.
Anyway, I freeze these jugs. These weren't really good to throw in your live well. Not your live well, but your cooler. Because I've got gallon jugs froze too. So for sure, you got to watch your Jess, boy. She'll get sideways on you. She'll go down the gutter.
It wasn't a gutter.
Oh, it wasn't too bad then. I got you. Well, hey,
it was a bad visual.
we'll be talking. They'll share with me after the show, and I'm sure I'll start laughing. So, but I guess we need to keep pumping up the tournament. August the 10th. That's coming up pretty quick. It's coming up pretty quick. So
yes. Hey, and another thing, if anybody wants to think about this fall, we'll still try to have another get together.
Yeah, we'll do another CrappieKast camp. Yes, we've had two. One at Miller's Ferry at Bridgeport. We had them one at I can't remember that landing at Eufaula.
Oh yeah, at Lake Point.
Lake Point.
No, Old Creek Town at Eufaula, and it'd be probably nice to have another one over there because we had a bad weather day when we had that one.
Oh yeah, it was windy and stuff. We could go back just where everybody decides where to go. They're fun, guys. We have a big fish fry and everybody gets to shoot the bull and it's fun. So we'll definitely try to put another one together for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Next week we're gonna have Dippy on here from the kids tournament for a few minutes.
There it is. Good. Dip, that's what he's saying. He's saying thank you right now. So we will. He'll be on here and he can talk about it because hey, that is a big deal to us and we want to make it a big deal. So continue on that tradition until it gets bigger and bigger every year. Because man, you go home with a fishing pole, it's fun. So
if I was a kid and I went to something and came home with a fishing pole,
I was on fire. Yeah.
I would. I mean, back then when I was a kid, I loved fishing so much. I probably would have slept in the bed with the fishing pole.
Oh yeah, hey, man, I had so many rods.
I had it right by there, so I wake up and make sure it was still there.
They come got my rod.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Shit.
Let's shut it down and let everybody. I'm sure. Hey, there's the Republican National Convention's on TV. I'm sure people's trying to catch up with that and everything else. So,
it was good last night. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it is, man. I enjoy people, sitting there. I don't get too caught up in the political stuff, but I have been enjoying that. So, well, John, Jessica, y'all stay on here. I'm gonna. I'm sorry I fumbled the ball on tying the Facebook in when I first started this thing. I don't know what happened, but hey, we got it done like we always do. Appreciate y'all being on here. Y'all be sure to tune in next week, 7 o'clock. And I promise you, I'll have it checked this time. Won't get me again. Won't get me again. We went live on YouTube and not on Facebook. So, but hey, I was a few minutes behind. So appreciate all y'all tuning in. Everybody, Sebiated people and people that shared the www.fish outlaw, and congratulations, Jessica, winning the Outlaw Cup. And we'll keep y'all informed about Dippy and everybody. But hang out, John and Jessica. We'll see y'all. Appreciate it. See y'all later, guys.